Hello and welcome to Bevo's Tech Pack, episode number 31. I'm Marat28 and today we're going into space. Well, actually no, let's revise that. Today we're going into space if I can find oil. So I have been doing a lot of work here between last episode. I have my little Galacticraft set up here. You might notice the little blocks. These are actually just here to hide the fact that these are conduits from Ender IO. These things are absolutely fantastic. I've used them before and I've mentioned it before, but the fact that you can just cover them up with the conduit facades, it's great. Even better, I just realized that Ender IO now has support for mechanism gas conduits, and mechanism gas conduits work with Galacticraft, so that means I can run all of my power and gas and liquid and stuff through the same blocks. At the moment, I'm not actually using them, as the only thing I have that's using gas are these three blocks here. This is an oxygen collector, which is generating gaseous oxygen. I have it being buffered into a mechanism tank, and then it goes all the way over here to an oxygen compressor. This compressor is actually backwards. By putting it backwards, I was able to have it feed directly from one block to the other, and luckily it's not too terribly, I think it works on this side. Yeah, no valid oxygen tank, so right now it's not really doing anything. I've also taken the opportunity to edit the configs for Galacticraft, and I've told it to display its power stuff in redstone flux. That way it's a little bit more useful than having everything displayed in gigajoules. Alright, let's go ahead and put that back up. Alright, so if we come over here, check out my little chest of goodies. I have pretty much everything I'm going to need to start a little space expedition. I believe I have all the materials I need to craft a space station, and I should have everything I need to make a rocket, so let's actually go ahead and do that right now. So if we come on over here, we're just going to go ahead and put the nose cone up top. The entire center here is all plates, fins down the side, and a tier 1 rocket engine. There's no point adding any chests or anything like that. I believe that you need by the time you have a cargo rocket, you need to have a launch controller. Yeah. And you can't get a launch controller until you get to Mars because you need dash. So we're just going to go ahead and make the tier 1 rocket. Fantastic. That thing is absolutely huge. And not only is it huge, I'm standing really weirdly. I've never paid attention to the way that the free runners make you walk. I didn't realize that they did the little pogo stick thing. That looks a little odd. Alright, let's go ahead and put that up. I've also, as you may notice, have been working on dividing this up into a room. I kind of like the way this looks, having the wall here at the angle. It's a little bit odd of this lighting right here. I'm not sure what is causing that, or if I can fix that, but it's for now I think it looks pretty nice. And I definitely do need to finish filling in the rest of this place so it doesn't look like a big open square. The only downside is that we have this clay stuff and that it goes straight over here to stone brick, and there's really nothing I can do about that. Alright, so for the for the immediate part of this, we actually need to go get oil. The problem is I'm not quite sure where oil is, so it's going to be a little bit of a fun job hunting it down. Luckily, we should have all the materials we need to do this. Let's see, the only thing I could possibly need at this point is, stop that, is going to be some sort of building material. And maybe a lily pad. Yeah, I think a lily pad might help. If you can place lily pads in oil anyway. We're going to find out. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go back upstairs. We're going to put our rocket down on its pad. It's not really going to do anything though, because no fuel, no go, no nothing. So put it like right here. 1, 2. That is not where I wanted to put that, but sure, we'll go with that. Alright, so we've got a launch pad and a rocket. See, now this guy is pretty much useless until he gets fuel. So we hit F. No fuel, it's not going anywhere. Okay, let's get out of there. And let's get out F5. Fuel loader, I forgot about that. That is the most derpiest looking rocket I've ever seen. Alright, and then once we've give this thing fuel, it can actually take either the Galacticraft fuel or the Buildcraft fuel. It's the same stuff. And then power, and then it will start loading the rocket. But as I said, what we need to do, we need to actually find fuel. And I think probably the easiest way, we're just going to fly off into the ocean this way, since I've not really generated a lot of chunks, and we're going to see what we can find. With any luck, it will be a way to escape our earthly bonds. More than likely, it's going to be death. Alright. I've not been out this terribly far before, so there's a really good chance I will find it fairly easy. Oh, look, another pirate ship. I swear those things are way too common. Alright, we're in a newer area. Let's check the map real quick. No oil displayed. Yeah, no oil. We'll just keep going this way. We're just looking for a big, huge, like, oil well so that we can mine it out. Are you kidding me? There was a freaking Skystone meteor there the entire time, and I had to go to the... That actually looks really awesome. It's a shame that the rest of that didn't generate right. That looks like a... I don't know how I got the chunk error. So this is old terrain, and this is new then. Oh well, I guess that could be worse. And I don't know what that was. Okay. My world seems to be falling apart. That's okay though, we don't care. If I really wanted to be adventurous, I could actually move everything to space, delete the overworld, and not regenerate. That's just crazy talk. Alright, so we're going good. Let's check the map again. Plenty of open plains. We see a little, some poo puddles, but we don't see any oil so far. I am fairly sure oil is set to generate. It shouldn't be that terribly rare. Alright. We may have better luck over the oceans, though, than anything else. Or a desert. What is this, like an... Look at the horses. I can never find horses when I want them, and they're all here. Alright, so we can see the... This is... That's previously explored, apparently, and this is all new. I don't recall generating that, but that's probably just... It was a border area. Okay, well there's a desert, so maybe we'll get a little bit lucky and find an oil desert. Nope, a little bit of world gen lag. There's a small... Is that oil or is that sludge? Let's find out. If that is just... If that's a little thing of oil, we might be able to use that, but that looks like it might be sludge. It looks like it's the wrong color. Oh man, the only way I know to find this out is to get in it. And I didn't bring a bucket. Oh, this is going to be nasty. That's sludge. Okay. Oh, that's definitely sludge. That's fantastic. I think that one is oil. It's a little bit more spread out. Yeah, that's oil. That's good. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and mine all this up. Oil. Oil, good. So let's see, we get ourselves a little pump here. Put that down. We have some redstone engines as well as an ender tank. The ender tank's pair was back in our base on top of the oil refinery. I found out, and it's actually rather amusing, the Galacticraft refinery is actually cheaper and quicker than the Buildcraft one, which is, I'll be completely honest, I was a little bit shocked about that, since a lot of the Galacticraft stuff tends to be a little bit more expensive or harder to use. Seriously, you're not going to take a redstone block? Okay. This is a silk touch bake, isn't it? Okay, we'll use the disassembler. Oh, there it goes. It just took a while to warm up. Seriously, I get over here, now you stop? What is that? I'll be honest, it's been a while since I've used the redstone engines. I don't know if they're supposed to be this slow or not. For a very long while, I've avoided a lot of stuff Buildcraft, and I feel kind of bad about that because it's not really a bad mod. It is, however, a mod that can be extremely cumbersome at times. They have made a lot of strides, though, recently to try to improve it, and I do admit I'm looking forward to giving it another chance, but maybe in a little bit of a different way than I'm used to. Okay, so let's try this. Put cobblestone. Let's make some sticks. All the levers. All the time. Yeah, that should be going. I mean, do I need to... No. I think I've officially been defeated by pumps. And there is a very large truck going outside at the time of recording this. That is a pump, right? Let's see. Server performance is fine, it's just not working. Okay, tell you what, let's go ahead, let's just leave a spot loader here. This is within one chunk, right? What's the one I usually hit, F9? Yes, okay, we'll just leave a spot loader right there. That should keep this one chunk loaded. Oh, that's like right on the border. Alright, and let's go back home. I think I might need to get another kind of engine or something similar to pump all this out. We'll be right back. Okay, let's try something a little different here. I went back to my base and I made up a capacitor bank from Ender IO. This thing stores a lot of power and it should be more than enough to pump all this stuff out. We just need to make sure that this is told to actually connect on the right side, so that's not input, that needs to be output. So that should, in theory, get sucking. If this doesn't work, I might need to just maybe raise the pump up a block. Oh, no, that's working. Boy, is that working. Fantastic. It's alive! Alright, so we don't need to get too terribly much oil, so what I figure we'll do, as we're doing this, back at my base, it's also processing this back into fuel, so it's only going to take a certain amount. What we have right now, I believe the ender tank holds, how much does this thing hold? It's like either 8 or 16 buckets worth. So that's probably going to be enough fuel for what I have right now, plus whatever's in the system back there. What we can do... no, we'll just leave it here. Let's go ahead and make a waypoint, though, so that we know where it is. Oil pump. And I paid no attention. Oh, it's under bases. That's good. Alright, so that's doing its thing. That is working fantastic-like. And let's return back to base, get our fuel ready to go, and blast off. Maybe? Possibly? Hopefully? Okay, so we are back here at our base. Our bracket is set up, we have our fuel loader, it now has power, and we have fuel. So let's get this in here. This is not going to be a ton of fuel for the rocket. I'm not sure if it's actually going to be enough. We just, however, only need to get from here to a space station. Once we're there, we can actually take a portal back. Let's see, we should have another canister of that stuff cooking up. It's about done. So I think we'll be okay if we just go with 2 canisters of fuel. Normally, if I were going further, I'd definitely want quite a bit more, but I don't have the processing chain for that set up yet. You could pump the fuel into this side right here, this little yellow and black dot. It's probably easier just to manually move the canisters, though. Though, I'll be completely honest, one of my biggest complaints with Galacticraft was the way that the machines are sided in terms of connections. The fact that Ender IO can handle power, fluid, item, and gas now takes a big chunk of my complaints away, because it does make it a lot easier to lay things out. Alright, let's come on over here. So this stuff, the fuel loader and the extra launch pads, I was planning on having it set up so that I could use a launch controller. To do that, though, I actually need to go to Mars first, so that's out of the picture. We will need the advanced wafer, the iron ingots, tin, aluminum. I don't know if I need the chunk loader, but we're taking it anyway. We definitely want the portal frames. Alright, and this stuff right over here is the important stuff. This is the keep me alive stuff. Let's go ahead, open up our inventory, click on the little gas mask thing here. So, parachute for emergencies, oxygen gear, tank 1, tank 2, frequency module, and oxygen mask. Not only do we look absolutely fantastic, oh wait, let's look at the back of that. That's so freaking awesome. Unfortunately, it looks it actually works well with the jetpack. It looks a little odd, but it works well. It kind of looks like they're 3D tanks, even though it's the wrong stuff. Alright. Bam. Alright, so we should be ready for this. Let's go ahead and put the last canister of fuel in. And we're not going to need that for now. Okay, let's go ahead, open up our inventory. Okay, no, we're completely full on fuel, apparently. Alright, so let's, there's only one thing left to do, and that is go. This is a...
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. All 3 engines up and burning. 2, 1, 0, and liftoff.
Okay, so now as long as I don't hit the building, I should be fine. Alright, okay, we are officially go. I can see my island. Oh, that's awesome. At one point, it didn't actually show you where you launched from. It would show just like a generic representation of the Minecraft world. That's awesome. I like that it actually shows you where you came from. We are so... I also, it's a very nice touch. The higher up you get, the quieter it gets. Alright, so now this is completely new to me. I've not been to Galacticraft space since 164, and this is completely and utterly new. So we are in the Milky Way solar system. The only valid options are the overworld, Mars, or asteroids. Let's see, Mars requires a tier 2 rocket, I believe. Asteroids require tier 3. Yeah, tier 2. Asteroids tier 3. Overworld. I don't want to go to the overworld. What I would like to do, though, is to create a space station. For that, we need 32 tin, which we have, the advanced wafer, the aluminum, and the iron. So let's go ahead and create. Oh, this is so freaking sweet. And if we click on the space station, alright, Station Mara 208. I could probably think of a better name, but we'll do it later. Let's go ahead and, what is it, launch? Okay, I'm somewhere. Oh, fantastic. Oh boy. Stop, stop, stop. Stop. Okay. Right now, I really want some sort of gravity plating. Alright. Of course, step assist is actually really nice to have here because that means... Oh! I'm not going down. Step assist is really nice to have since you don't have to jump up the blocks, but it doesn't put you down when you step off the side. You gotta make sure you hold it. Alright, so we have our rocket and launch pad in here, so that's good. Now let's go ahead and make our little frame thing. So this is going to be a same size as what we have in the Twilight Forest and stuff. Portal frame, and we don't want to mess this up. If any of this stuff falls, the only way back home is a very long drop. Oh, come on. I don't know what that bar is to the left of the gas tanks, which is like smack on my mini-map. I gotta see if there's a config option for that. I think that is temperature, but I'm not sure if that comes into play now or if that's only for when you get into the asteroids. Oh my. I did a stupid. I forgot something. Something really important. I didn't bring a location card. Oh, that's so terrible. Alright, so this means that I have only one way to get home. Let's go ahead and get our rocket back. And that is to jump off the edge. No, go down, 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 down. Down. I wouldn't think it would be so hard to fall to my death. Is there like a Galacticraft jetpack I can use to like make myself fall down? Alright, so just hold sneak and I'm gonna go. Oh, there we go. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, it's fantastic. We're actually landing right next to the building. That could have been a lot worse. Alright, so I'm going to go get the actual piece I need to make that portal work, and then we'll be right back. We're back in outer space, and I have no more sad look on my face, or yeah, we're just going to ignore that. Alright, so we got the location card. We can go ahead and give it a right click. Alright, so we have to set a unique identifier. Since this is a space station, it seems only proper to use the this is a public station. Well, public address. Let's use the star. And we'll save. Alright. Manual entry. We want to go home. Home was the, cake? I feel really terrible for not remembering this right now. Let's try this works. Home. Save. So if this works... Ah, fantastic. Alright, and we'll go through to the other side again. Oh, that's great. Come out a little high, but I suppose that's fine. We officially now have easy access to and from space. Whoa, get down, get down, get down, get down. Currently, it does not look like much. I definitely need to expand upon this. Though I think that's going to be a rather large project. That might actually be something I might consider doing on a live stream. Just because, I mean, this is going to be a lot of building. Plus, I need to get a lot more of these tin blocks. They look kind of nice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop. 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 There has got to be some sort of like gravity harness or something for this stuff. Let's check this out real quick. Okay, we're looking for Galacticraft core. Oh, that's neat. Arc lamp. Let's see, arc lamp, oxygen pipes, sensor. Okay, let's try this another approach. I'm never going to look through that normally. Does gravity give us anything? No, just Botania. Anchor. No. Okay, let's check out the other Galacticraft stuff. I know there's a bunch of more advanced machines under the Galacticraft planets, because at this point you start getting to some of the really, like, sci-fi stuff. Like, sci-fi tier 2 keys, those are fascinating, right? Liquid oxygen tanks, titanium armor, desh boots, grapples, sticky desh pickaxe. See, energy beam receiver, energy beam reflector, short range telepad. That's awesome. Walkways, terraformers, cryogenic chambers, launch controllers. That's one of the things that I want. You know, it really doesn't appear to be. Just the walkways. That's unfortunate. I've got to figure out a way then to make it so that I can walk around here without it being a complete and total hassle. I think for now, though, this is pretty much I'm going to call it an episode. I've got some other stuff I really need to take care of, and my main goal was just to make sure that we could reach space. And now that we are there, falling through the world. And now that we're there, there are great things waiting for us. Well, there may be great things waiting for us anyway. There should be fun things regardless. Before we do anything, I want to keep this chunk loaded. Let's see, where are the borders for this chunk? Ooh, this is between two chunks. It is. Ah, get back, get back, get back, get back. Alright, so let's actually put one there. Oh! I didn't mean to do that. Congratulations, half of the thing is loaded. Okay, so that is completely loaded now. Alright. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and thank you for watching this episode of Bevo's Tech Pack. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave a message below. And as always, have a good day.